Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Flowlu contact on Google Form submission. So I am managing a real estate agency, and to collect the inquiries of the interested clients, I have created a special inquiry form with the help of Google Forms. I have attached this form on my website, and now my objective is when the interested client or a lead is going to submit that form with their details, by using those details, I want to create a contact in my CRM, that is Flowlu. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up the connection between Google Forms and Flowlu, and that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step for your business, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to automatically create Flowlu contact whenever a new form is submitted in Google Forms. So here I am managing a real estate agency with a name as Prime Properties, and for collecting the inquiries of the clients who are interested in buying or renting the properties with me, I have created an inquiry form with the help of Google Forms, and I have attached this form on my website. So the form contains the details such as the name, the email address, phone number, type of property in which the client is interested, and the purpose of the inquiry. So when the interested person is going to visit my website, when they are going to submit this form, I want to add that person which is a potential lead or can be a potential customer of my business as a contact in my CRM, that is Flowlu. So Flowlu is an all-in-one business management software designed to help teams streamline their operations and improve work efficiency and customer management. It offers a range of features for project management, task management, CRM, financial tracking, task automation, etc. So here I'm using Flowlu to manage my leads so that I can nurture these leads and convert them into payable customers for my business. Alright, now every time a new Google form will be submitted, I could not add the details manually in Flowlu to create a contact. Therefore, I want to automate the process, and the automation is really easy. I will simply set up the connection between my Google form and Flowlu account, and that I'm going to do without any coding or any programming skills with the help of this amazing automation software, Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect helps us to build the connection between our work applications easily without any coding or programming skills to automate all our daily repetitive tasks. So let's get started quickly. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where you can reach by typing this URL pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Once you will reach here, you will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button. It will create a free new account for you just in 2 minutes. And also when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create our automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, where we can find all the workflows which we have created. And to save these workflows, we can also create separate folders. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option from top. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to the workflow. So first of all, let me provide a name over here. Create Flowlu contact on Google Form submission. After giving the name to my workflow, I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have a list of folders over here. So among these folders, I have created a separate one for all the automations that I'm going to create related to lead management. So I'm going to select the specific folder from here. And now let's click on create. As we have done that, a new screen is open in front of us, which contains two extremely important windows, trigger and actions. Basically, this is a blank workflow which we have to fill to complete our automation. Now, what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens, and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now, let's suppose my objective is that as soon as a new form will be submitted in Google Forms by the client who is interested in purchasing the property, then automatically that client should be added as a contact in my Flowlu CRM. So here, I'm going to take Google Forms in trigger and Flowlu in action. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, we will clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means response when the form is submitted in Google Forms, then only the contact will be added in Flowlu, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, let's go towards our trigger step and we have to select our trigger application. So my objective is that when the Google form will be submitted, then the response should be captured, and with that response, the workflow should trigger or it should start. So here Google form will be my trigger application, okay? As we have selected the application, then we have to select the trigger event. On the happening of which specific event you want to capture the response. So here my objective is that when new response will be received through Google Forms, then the response of that form should be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and with that response, instantly the workflow should get triggered. Alright, so here for that we have to build the connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect. To do that, we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. So let's copy the webhook URL, as we need to insert this webhook URL inside Google Forms to build the connection. And I will tell you exactly what you're supposed to do so you can follow the given instructions step by step carefully. Okay, so let me take you towards my Google Forms. First of all, this is the specific form which I have created. I've already told you what are fields I have added over here. So now you have to connect this form with Pabbly Connect. To do that, you will go towards response section. You will find an option of view in Sheets. So basically you have to link this Google form with Google Sheets, which is already connected. So you just have to click on view in Sheets option. If you have created this form recently, you will find two options over here: create a new sheet or go with an existing. So here you will have to go towards create a new sheet, and a new sheet will be prepared for you, which will carry all the responses of the form which are being submitted. Because I have already created this form earlier and also I have linked it with my Google Sheets already. So I'm going to go towards the view in Sheets option, and the sheet is ready over here. As you can see, it contains all the same fields which I have in my form. Okay, we have the name, email, phone number, type of property, and the type of inquiry for which the form is being submitted. Along with this, we also have another field that is of timestamp. This is an extra column. This is the date and time at which the form is submitted. All right, so here because we have all the columns, that means now we have linked this Google Sheet with the forms which we want to connect. And now we are going to connect this particular Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect by inserting the webhook URL, so that as soon as the form will be submitted, already the response is going to be captured systematically, and then that response is automatically going to be sent towards Pabbly Connect with the help of webhook URL. All right, I hope you have understood up till now. Now we are going to start connecting. Before that, we have to first of all capture the response over here. So to capture the response in Google Sheets, what we have to do, we have to fill up this form. So I'm going to go towards send section. This is the form. So we'll copy the link of the form. Let me shorten it. I will copy it and I'm going to open it in a new tab. And now I'm going to submit this form so that response could be recorded in Google Sheets, and then we will be able to transfer that response towards Pabbly Connect. All right. Let's start with the name first of all. Let's say the name of the client who is interested in buying or renting the property or who is submitting this form is. The form is open in front of us, so let us start entering the details. Let's say the first name of the person who is submitting this form is Smart, and let's say the last name of this person is Lead, Smart Lead. Now I'm going to enter the email, a random email address for this lead, smartlead46@pabblytudes.com. Now I'm going to enter a random phone number. Okay, property of interest is, let's say, residential apartment. Let's say the purpose of this inquiry is buying. And let's click on submit. As soon as we have done that, the record is created in Google Sheets. And when the record is created, now we are supposed to send this response towards Pabbly Connect, and we want to automate the entire process. For that, we are going to build this connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So let's go towards extensions. Here we have the option of add-ons. When we'll go towards get add-ons, it has taken us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. So here we need to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Basically, Pabbly Connect Webhook is the extension, or we can say it is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I have already installed the add-on, so I'm going to cross this. We'll move back towards extensions, but before that, you have to keep in mind that if you have installed the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh the spreadsheet so that you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks under extensions. Okay. As we can see the option, let's go towards initial setup quickly. Basically, we have to do an initial setup to build the connection successfully, in which we have to enter two details, webhook URL and the trigger column. So first of all, we have to go back towards Pabbly Connect. Let me copy the webhook URL once again and I will paste it over here. And then we have to enter the trigger column. Trigger column is the column in which if the data is added, the whole of that row is going to be sent towards Pabbly Connect. It is also given in the instructions that the Trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my spreadsheet, as you can see in the background, I have columns up till G. My objective is that when a new form will be submitted by an interested client, the record is going to be added in a form of a new row in my spreadsheet. Okay. So as soon as the data in the new row is going to be added up till G column, then only I want to share the response towards Pabbly Connect and not before that. So here trigger column in my case will be G. So in a similar manner, you have to select your trigger column according to the data you have in your spreadsheet. After doing this, we'll click on the send test button to send the test response of this first row we have towards Pabbly Connect of the smart lead. Okay, as we have done that, the test data is sent successfully. So let's submit the initial setup. And here you can see that the setup is configured successfully. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. The response is already captured over here. In our response, we have received each and every detail. So one by one, let's start reading them. First of all, we have the trigger column. The trigger column which we have selected is G. Then we have the timestamp, that is the date and time at which the form is submitted. Then we have the spreadsheet name, the spreadsheet ID, the sheet name, sheet ID, row index, that means number of row in which we have the data currently, that is 2. So we have the row index as 2. We have the purpose of inquiry, property of interest, number of phone number of the lead, their first name, their last name, and the email address. We have received all the details and that too in the exact format. So this means our connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. Now after building this connection, my objective is that now every time a new form will be submitted in my Google Forms by an interested client and the data will be recorded in Google Sheets, the data must be keep on sending without any manual efforts towards Pabbly Connect. To do that, we'll go towards extensions, we'll go towards Pabbly Connect webhooks once again, and we'll click on this button send on event. As we have done that, we have made sure that now as soon as a new row will be recorded in my spreadsheet up till my trigger column, then automatically the data will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. So once we have done that, let's move forward. Our objective is to create a contact for this lead inside our Flowlu CRM account. So for that, let's set up the connection between Flowlu and Pabbly Connect. To do that, let's go towards action step and let's select our action application as Flowlu. Alright, as we have done that, now we have to select the action event. What will be the action event, what you want to perform? I want to create a contact. So here we'll select create CRM account, that is contact. I want to create a contact in my Flowlu account. Let's click on connect. As we have done that, now we have two options over here to build the connection between Flowlu and Pabbly Connect. If you already have an existing connection, you can just go with your existing connection. To build a new one, you have to go towards add new connection. Okay, and then you have to enter the API key and the account URL. So first of all, let us enter the account URL. To get this, you just have to go towards your Flowlu account. You have to look towards the URL of your account. So here we have the URL and we'll simply copy the URL from here. It is saying in the instructions that, for example, if your URL is this, then you do not have to enter the entire URL, but you have to enter the account URL, which will be this. So up till .com will be your URL, account URL. Okay, so let's paste it over here. And as we have done that, now let's move towards the API key. To get the API key, it is saying in the instructions, log into your Flowlu account, go to profile section from top and go to portal settings. Under API settings over there, you can create the API key. So I'm going to take you back towards the dashboard of my Flowlu account. We have the profile section over here. Under profile section, here we have the option of portal settings. After coming on portal settings, here we have the option of API settings. Let's select that as well. And over here we have the option of API key. So let's click on this add button to create a new API. We have to provide a name to our API key as well. So let's say I'm going to give the name as new key. Okay, just a random name. After giving the name to my key, then we have to select the applications. We have multiple features, multiple applications in Flowlu account. What you want to use, you have to select that. I'm creating this key for the CRM because I want to create contacts in Flowlu CRM. Okay, so I'm going to click on save. As we have done that, the key is ready. So let's copy it. We'll move back and we will paste it over here. Done. Let's click on save. And as soon as we have done that, you can see that the connection between Flowlu and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. So now we are going to enter the details in these fields which it is asking so that the contact could be created successfully. Honorific title. So you can select any of the following. I do not want to select a specific one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this mapping button on and I'm going to keep it blank. Okay. Then it is asking us the first name. So here, first name, last name, email and other details of the contact which you want to create. So I want to add the person who is interested in buying the property and they have submitted the form as a contact in my Flowlu account. For that, what I'm going to do, instead of entering the details manually in these fields, because I have already received the details of the client or the lead in my earlier response, I'm going to simply map the data. First of all, it is asking us the first name. So let's select the first name from the previous step and we will insert it like this. So we have mapped the name. When we have mapped this name like this from the previous step, it has become dynamic, and this means with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. So every time a new form will be submitted by a new client, automatically the name over here in this field is going to replace with a new name of that new client. And in this way only we are going to automate the entire process of creating contacts in Flowlu account for each and every Google form submission without doing anything manually after that. So let's map the last name as well in the similar manner. Then we will map the email address. Then here it is asking us the description, category, etc. So in the description, I'm going to simply map the type of property in which the person is interested. So I'm going to map the residential property, and then I'm going to use a comma, a space, and I'm going to map the inquiry for this particular person. Then here we have the category. So I'm going to select the category as customer. All right. Then we have the industry. So here, let's say I'm going to select the industry which is related, let's say construction. All right. Then here, if you have the address of the client, you can enter it over here. I have the phone number, so I'm going to map it. Then we have some other details which are optional, so I'm going to ignore these fields as well. And I will directly click on save and send test request button. As soon as we have done that, the response is received and we have received an ID over here. This is the response ID. This means our contact is successfully created. So now I'm going to take you towards my Flowlu account. We will go towards the CRM section. Let's go towards contact section. And here we can see that yes, the lead is created successfully. We have the name, we have the type of lead, we have their phone number, their email address, and we have all other details. Okay. So this means our connection is absolutely successful between Google Forms and Flowlu. Now every time a form will be submitted, automatically the contact for that client who has submitted the form will be created in Flowlu. So now I'm going to test this workflow once again. I will submit the form in order to show you that how automatically the contact is created without any manual efforts. So let me copy the link of the form once again. And here, and I'm going to submit this form once again. And I'm going to submit it. So let's say this time the name of the client or the lead who is submitting the form is new lead. All right. Just a random name again. Then we are going to enter a random email. New lead 29@pabblytudes.com. Okay. Then I'm going to enter a random phone number. Let's say the property of interest of this particular person is independent house. Let's say the purpose of inquiry is renting, or let's say buying. Let me submit the form, and as we have done that, now I'm going to go towards Google Sheets. You can see that the record is created over here. As soon as the record is created in Google Sheets, let's go and check on Flowlu once again. We will refresh the contact section over here. And you can see that yes, new lead is successfully added. When I'm going to open this lead, you can see we have all the details. Okay. And this means our connection is absolutely successful and also our workflow is running fine. So you can also very easily create this amazing automation. For this, we have not done anything much. We have just built a connection between our Google Forms and Flowlu in such a way that every time a form will be received as a submission, automatically the person who has submitted the form will be added as a contact in Flowlu CRM. So I hope this automation is clear to you and definitely it is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.